Hey guys, this is Rajan and we're watching Lens4. So today I have the flagship smartphones of 2024. This is the Camera King DxO Mark #1 Huawei Pura 70 Ultra, and this is the new Vivo X200 Pro. So this has a 1-inch sensor and this doesn't have a 1-inch sensor of the X200 Pro. So let's see whose camera is better and whose software processing is better, and we find out in this video. We will do a detailed comparison of videos, selfies, landscape, portraits, and let's see whose camera is better. And do subscribe the channel because this review is very exclusive. You won't find this anywhere on YouTube. So let's start the video.
Before we dive into the video, I want to let you know that for me, these two smartphones are undoubtedly the best camera phones of 2024. They are my absolute favorites, and I can't even express how excited I am to share this detailed review with you guys. I'm confident you won't find such an in-depth comparison of these two phones anywhere else on YouTube. I have captured shot across multiple locations at different times of the day and even worked with two different models to ensure I deliver an honest and fair review. I wanted to thoroughly test these phones before reaching a conclusion. So if you enjoy these kind of content, please subscribe to my channel. It would mean the world to me. Your support helps me keep creating videos like this. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments too. Now let's get started with the video. So you can see here we have taken the shot on 1x, and right off the bat you can see that the model here, the skin tones are looking accurate and true to life on the X200 Pro. You can see if I zoom in, you can clearly see that the Huawei Pura 70 Ultra is kind of, whitening the shot. Let me tell you guys, both are on natural and AI off mode on the Huawei, and you can see that there is some kind of smoothing going on the Huawei. I don't know why it's not usually the same, but yeah. And also one more thing, the skin color, like the green, the leaves behind the model, it looks better on the Vivo as well. If we talk about the details, if we zoom in, I think obviously the Vivo seems a little bit sharper, and in this shot I would prefer the Vivo any day. But also the you can see the sky at the back, it's looking blue, but it was not that blue. Obviously it was kind of like the Huawei's sky, but still for this picture I would definitely choose Vivo for its authenticity of the colors. And so let's check out the other picture now. So here we took the shot on wide angle, and right off the bat you can see that the X200 Pro it's less wider than the Huawei Pura 70 Ultra. Pura 70 Ultra is more wide because it's capturing at 13mm, while the X200 Pro is capturing at 15mm. So that's there. But if you talk about let's start with the sky here. The sky is looking better and more pleasant on the Pura 70 Ultra, but on the other hand, the Vivo X200 Pro sky is like looking you can say a lot natural than the Pura 70 Ultra. But at the same time, if we talk about the skin tone and the basically this floor here, you can see the footpath is basically, the colors are better on the X200 Pro. It's looking much more realistic, true to life. And on the Pura 70 Ultra, it's like, some kind of green tint is going on the footpath. I don't know why, but it's like it's making it look unnatural. And also, if we talk about the flowers at the back, it's looking much more pleasant and much more true to life on the X200 Pro. So obviously this picture is like clearly better for the X200 Pro. And also if we talk about the skin tones, obviously the skin tones are the most important part for me, and the skin tones are looking obviously more true to life on the X200 Pro. And you can see the comparison, like we have a slight pale color going on, slightly green tint. I don't know why, because maybe it's because of some processing going on, but it's not looking good. And the skin tones are much more pleasant on the X200 Pro. It's more real, true to life. So I would give the wide angle winner to the X200 Pro here. Let's check out more pictures. So this shot was taken at 1x portrait again, and right off the bat you guys can see there is a color difference, and that makes this portrait very interesting. The colors are very different on both of the devices, and obviously it comes down to personal preference, what colors you guys like. But let me give you my opinion on this picture. Obviously the colors to me looks much more appealing on the Pura 70 Ultra here, and it looks much more natural on the X200 Pro. But at the same time, X200 Pro has taken this tree as well on the focus, but Pura has decided to keep it blur. And the blurs seem much better on the Pura 70 Ultra because of f2, I guess. But if I zoom in and look at the details, so the details look much better to me on the Pura 70 Ultra. You can see little small pores on the skin, but on the X200 Pro you can't. And for me, the colors and the cinematic background blur that Pura is giving, it's like the chef's kiss. Like, it's making this picture look very beautiful. I love the scene and the basically the background blur, the color, and even the flowers color that she's holding. I think it makes it look best. And so for me, Pura 70 Ultra is capturing this shot really well, so I would give this win to Pura 70 Ultra. So let's take a look at another picture. So this shot was taken at 1x portrait, and right off the bat you can see that the 1x portrait of the X200 Pro is much more wider because of its 23 mm, and it's 27 mm is there on the Pura 70 Ultra. You can see the colors straight away, like both are on natural mode, so and AI off on the Pura 70 Ultra. You can see the colors looks much more appealing on the X200 Pro and less contrasty, less boosted on the Pura 70 Ultra. So it's tough to make a decision here, but then I wanted to test the colors. So basically this belt was in golden color, and also the lipstick was of little pink or reddish, I think that's much better captured on the X200 Pro. You can see the lipstick here properly and the golden color of the belt as well, but on the Pura 70 Ultra I think much more colors were needed. Maybe if I have turned on the AI mode on the Pura 70 Ultra, it would have been far better. But if I try the natural modes on both devices, I think Pura 70 Ultra looks less appealing than the X200 Pro. But at the same time, if I talk about the details, let's just check the details real quick. And yes, I think because of the 1-inch sensor, the larger sensor, the Pura 70 Ultra is able to capture more details than the X200 Pro. And so if I talk about the details, the skin looks much better and detailed on the Pura 70 Ultra. But if I had to choose one for basically to upload anywhere, I would go with the X200 Pro here. So I would give this win to X200 Pro because of its better colors and basically of the better colors only. Yeah. So let's just take a look at another picture. So here we took a shot at 50 mm on both of the devices. So right off the bat, are you able to notice those two things that I can like straight away notice on both of these portraits? So let me help you with that. So basically, if you look at the dress here, so both of them, like obviously the dress is black, but what you can see at Vivo's dress, like how Vivo portrays this dress is literally pitch black. Like you cannot see the details of the crumbles of the dress, the texture, everything is like literally just black because of the processing, Vivo's processing. It tries to oversaturate the colors, make it look more vibrant. Due to that, it's losing that identity of the dress. But on the other hand, the Pura 70 Ultra maintains those textures, and even the gold of the belt looks much better on the Pura. It's look much more realistic, true to life. And obviously the dress is better on the Pura as well. And also if you look at the lipstick was more accurate to the Pura 70 Ultra's color. And I think Vivo is trying to saturate those colors, which is not looking good. And I took those shots at natural mode. Still it was trying to pull up the vibrancy. I don't think so that's realistic. And also if I zoom in, let's just check the details here. So I can see eyebrows and eyelashes, everything here. And let's just look at the Vivo. So yeah, Vivo's AI and processing is little bit finer if I compare with the Pura. Maybe the Pura 80 Ultra will be much better than the Vivo, but Vivo's AI is doing a little better at if I zoom in at 100%, then Vivo's zoom the details are much better. But obviously I won't zoom at 100% for this shot, so I would choose the Pura 70 Ultra here because of its much more accurate colors and much more accurate skin tones representation. Let's check out more pictures. So this was a portrait shot taken with 85mm on the X200 Pro and 95mm on the Pura 70 Ultra. And right off the bat, you can see the dress here. And what you can notice is the dress on the X200 Pro looks a little too much purple. I think it was black, and you can see a little magenta and purple tint on the on the dress of the X200 Pro. While on the Pura 70 Ultra, it's black, and also the gold of the belt looks better. If I talk about the hair color, it's also much more accurate on the Pura 70 Ultra. But let's just zoom in and look at the details here. So I think the details are much sharper on the Pura, the X200 Pro. You can see the details are softened, like very softened out, and the hair strands, even the skin, it's not looking that good, but it's like a night and day difference at the details. So also the background bokeh, if I talk about the background bokeh, it looks much more cinematic on the X200 Pro because of those bokeh balls, I guess. And on the Pura 70 Ultra, I think it's not that cinematic. But obviously, if I talk about, like, if I had to choose between one of these just because of the colors, I would definitely go with the Pura 70 Ultra. But I can see there is a huge difference in the details here, and due to that I would choose the X200 Pro for this 85mm shot, because it's a very huge difference in details, and also the colors look a little bit, good on the X200 Pro because of the contrast that the model is having. So I would go with the X200 Pro in this shot. So let's take a look at another shot now. So I wanted to try this shot for those who love capturing pictures of the flowers, forest, and vegetation. So for this picture will help them to decide whether they can which phone will be better for them. So basically, you can see right off the bat that Pura 70 Ultra looks much more appealing and cinematic, and you can say Instagram ready picture. But at the same time, the X200 Pro looks much more accurate and true to the life. So it's your choice to decide for this picture. But if I zoom in, obviously I think both have the same amount of details. Like at some areas, the Pura has much better details than the X200 Pro. It looks little blurry here at the edges, but obviously it totally depends on it comes down to personal preference. For me, I like the Pura shot more than the X200 Pro because of its much vibrant and more appealing colors. But for those who love true to life and accurate colors, they can definitely choose the Vivo X200 Pro here. But for me, I think the Pura looks better here. Let's take a look at another picture. So I wanted to try the zoom capabilities of both of the device. So we have recently seen that the X200 Pro is beaten by the Find X8 Pro by a huge margin at zooms. But I wanted to check out like what's the capabilities of the Pura 70 Ultra zoom. Pura 70 Ultra zoom is nice. It captures the color more accurately, better than the X200 Pro and the Find X8 Pro. But the only problem is that its zoom is not that much detailed and not much AI driven, you can say. And it's not that much detailed like the X200 Pros. You can see if I zoom in, you can straight off see that the X200 Pro zoom is much more detailed, and you can see here inside the circle, even the small windows, the design here, everything is much more clear and sharper on the X200 Pro. So obviously, without the further question like doubt, this is better on the zoom is better on the X200 Pro. So let's just take a look at another picture now. So here we are at the night shots now, and as you guys know, the Vivo X200 Pro is known for its best night photography. And so I just wanted to test out how's the Huawei Pura 70 Ultra is compared to the Vivo X200 Pro and at night. So right off the bat, as you can see the pictures here, the background light here that's lit on both of them, I think the colors are looking much better on the X200 Pro. The light, the warmth of the light is looking much better on the X200 Pro. But on the other hand, it's like little bit too white, and it's not true to life. The colors are not that accurate. But at the same time, X200 Pro has that weird algorithm with the clouds. It always try to make the clouds blue at night. I don't know why, but it's not that much true to life. But while on the Pura 70 Ultra, I like the skies, that those look more true to life and accurate. On the other hand, if I zoom in and look at the details, so we can see that the X200 Pro is quite smoothened out. It's not that much detailed, and I just want to look at the Pura 70 Ultra, and you can see it's little over sharpened, but obviously the details are much better on the Pura. And also if you look at the leather here, the leather texture, it's much better on the Pura. You can see the leather, the fine details of the leather. Just look at the details, man. I was just blown out by the details. But if you look at the X200 Pro, the details are like very soft, and it's not accurate and detailed. So obviously, like, the details are one of the most important factor for me. Obviously the color of the skin tones look better on the X200 Pro, you can say, but obviously the details are much better on the Pura here, and the colors are not that bad. So I would give this win to the Pura 70 Ultra. Let's check more night shots. So here we can see the real capabilities of the X200 Pro's 85mm night portrait shots. You can see right off the bat the colors are a huge difference, and even the details are a huge difference between the Pura and the X200 Pro. Like Pura being 1-inch sensor can't still can't be able to match the quality of the X200 Pro's 85mm sense. Like let's look at the shot here. You can see those much details on the X200 Pro, while on the Pura it's very softened out, and obviously like the color is very off as well. Like you can see literally no details here, but on the X200 Pro, like you can even see the details of the leather here, and like it's so much detailed. And like I'm absolutely loving this shot because of the X200 Pro's capabilities of the night shots. I would definitely give this win to the X200 Pro. I think no phone can currently beat X200 Pro at 85mm at night shots. Obviously 85mm is great. Like Vivo can also capture good shots at 85mm in day as well, but for this I would give the win to the X200 Pro straight away. Let's take a look more pictures. So this shot was taken on 1x, and I wanted to you guys to show the capabilities of a 1-inch sensor and when it benefits you at nights. So basically, right off the bat, you can see that Vivo X200 Pro image looks much clearer than the Pura 70 Ultra on the first glance. But let's just zoom in the picture, and you will find a real huge difference. You can look at the door here, and look at the door here on the Pura 70 Ultra. Like there is a literally huge difference, and also look at the textures here on the Vivo X200 Pro, but on the other hand look at the texture here on the Pura 70 Ultra. So there is a literally huge difference between these shots, and I would say the night capabilities of the Pura 70 Ultra at 1x especially looks better than the X200 Pro, but obviously it comes down to personal preference if you like the colors of the X200 Pro here. But to me personally, the details are very much better on the Pura 70 Ultra, so I would give the 1x winner to the Pura 70 Ultra at night. Let's take a look at more pictures. So here you can again notice the power of the 1-inch sensor on the Pura 70 Ultra. You can straight out see the difference here. The Pura 70 Ultra can capture in more light, so that's why the Pura 70 Ultra's brightness is huge. Like the even the model, you can look at the model here. It looks like the model looks here much more brightened up straight of the camera, while on the X200 Pro it's little dull, and everything is not in detailed. If I zoom in as well, you can see the details are much more on the Pura 70 Ultra. Even you can look at the grass here, and also at the stones. Just look at these stones here. You will find the huge difference between those two phones. And obviously the picture here on the Pura 70 Ultra can be used anywhere, but the X200 Pro is looking little dull here, and it cannot capture in as much as light as Pura can. So obviously there are the reasons. So obviously at 1x Pura 70 Ultra at nights wins by a huge margin. Let's take a look at more pictures. So let's take a look at the selfies here. So I have talked about the selfies of the Vivo X200 Pro previously in my videos as well. There is something off with the colors with the Vivo's selfie, and I think future updates can help with that, but I'm not sure. But you can see that trend again, like the skin tones are looking very off here, and the models, basically the makeup and even the colors are not looking much accurate here. But obviously I like the black here, like it's putting up too much contrast. But the black looks good here on the X200 Pro, and also the silver, the color of the headphones looks better on the X200 Pro. But at the same time, if I talk about the background and everything, if I take into the consideration, then obviously the Huawei Pura 70 Ultra is doing much better here, capturing much accurate skin tones and much detailed leather texture here as well, I would say. So to me, the Pura 70 Ultra is still like the unbeatable king of selfies of Android. And I have also tried Pixel 9 Pro XL, and the selfie of the Pixel is also very good. But right now, in my opinion, the Pura 70 Ultra is still the unbeatable king. And you can talk about iPhone as well, but iPhone selfie is also very good. I think it's the best of any phones right now. But right now in Android, Pura 70 Ultra selfie is unbeatable. Also, I would like to point out one more thing. The texture of the headphones are looking much better and finer on the Pura 70 Ultra. While on the Vivo it's little softened out. Yeah, so those are the selfies, and let's take a look at more pictures. So there are some people who care about the finer texture, readability, and the color temperature as well. So I have took this shot so you can see, the real, if I zoom in, you can find out that obviously the Pura 70 Ultra is much more accurate. The stone is looking much more detailed here. I don't know what's like, something is really off with the Vivo here. The color temperature is looking very bad. It's not accurate, and I don't know why it has chose to show this kind of colors. But obviously the Pura 70 Ultra here looks much better, and you can see the finer, the details of the marble or the stone here on the Pura, but on the X200 Pro you can. So obviously the Pura 70 Ultra is much better at representing the actual colors of any readable. Wherever you want to use this as a readability post, you can do that. So obviously, yeah. So I'll give this win to the Huawei here. So let's check more pictures. So here I wanted to test the capabilities of the macro mode on both of the phones, and you can see that right off the bat the macro mode on the X200 Pro is just fabulous. Like it's looking like very detailed, and if you compare it to the Pura 70 Ultra, like there is a huge difference. The Pura 70 Ultra is kind of flat and the colors are not there. I would say the colors are better captured on the Pura, but at the same time it's very flat and very faded. I don't know why, but it's not it's not having that contrast, maybe due to some reasons, maybe due to some lighting condition. But obviously the X200 Pro is very much better. You can literally see the eyebrows and each hair you can see on the Vivo X200 Pro, and you can also see the details on the of the skin here, the wrinkles, the small pores, everything you can see on the X200 Pro, much more detailed. And so I would definitely give this win to the X200 Pro. There is no competition for that, and X200 Pro is really good at macros now, I can say that. It's much better than Pura 70 Ultra. So let's check other pictures now. So here again I took a shot on 1x, and it was a time at around 6 p.m. and it was almost sunset, so the light is not much there. So I wanted to see like what both of the phones can do at dawn. So right off the bat you can see there is something off with the X200 Pro's color temperature. It's little flat and some kind of bluish tint is going on. And also let's just ignore that and look at the jacket here. The jacket color looks much more accurate on the Pura 70 Ultra, while on the X200 Pro there is slight bluish tint on the leather jacket. And obviously on the skin, the skin color representation is much better on the Pura again. And if I talk about the stone here at the back, the stone here also looks much more accurate and true to life on the Pura, but on the X200 Pro it's again bluish kind of tint is going on. So, and also the grass here looks much more accurate. So I think Vivo needs to fix its color temperature algorithm, and there must be some processing going on. But I like the X200 Pro's picture, no doubt, but there is something about the Pura that is making me feel like this is like an awesome shot, and I can also post this on any social media. So I think the Pura 70 Ultra looks much better. And also if I zoom in, let's just check out the details here which can produce the better details. So right off the bat you can see both are almost at the same detail level. Maybe the X200 Pro can produce a little better details than the Pura here, but obviously at the back or at the stone here, you can see this pillar here looks much more detailed on the Pura. So maybe the Pura is also capturing the stone here and putting at the details here as well. So but obviously at 1x I think Pura wins here by a huge margin, and the colors are much better on the Pura here. The skin tones, the representation, everything is much better here. So those who are sticking to till the end of this video, thank you guys so much for sticking with me throughout this video, and you guys are my really true fans, and I love you guys. Like just keep supporting me, and that will help me to make more videos. And do share your opinion reviews in the comments, because I love reading your comments, and I would love to know like what are your thoughts with these pictures that I have compared. Obviously every people has different opinions, so I would like to know everyone's opinion, and I want my comment section to have a healthy argument session. I would like to talk to you guys about your thinking and your quality, like your opinions of these pictures. So thank you so much for sticking throughout this video with me, and I would love to make more videos, and I'll be keeping you updated with all the latest technologies that the phones are getting on their cameras. So thank you so much, and let's just take a look at the conclusion now. In selfie videos, the Pura 70 Ultra takes a clear lead, offering accurate skin tones and significantly better dynamic range compared to the Vivo X200 Pro. While on the other hand, in rear camera videos, the Vivo X200 Pro delivers more vibrant colors and better detailed, while the Pura 70 Ultra maintains natural colors and accurate skin tones but falls short on detail. So in videos, I would give it to the Vivo X200 Pro. Choosing between these two smartphones is tough. The Pura offers unique colors for human shots, while Vivo provides natural skin tones and excels in video, zoom, and nighttime photography. Day portraits are better on the Pura, and its selfies currently top the Android rankings. However, the Pura's limited availability makes Vivo more accessible. For now, I'll keep both the phones for further testing, and I would love if you guys subscribe this channel, and have a great day. Happy New Year. Thank you guys.